Eden Gardens has seen some legendary battles, but match 29 of the 2026 ICC Men's T20 World Cup just delivered a heart-stopping classic that no one saw coming. England, the defending powerhouses, were pushed to the absolute limit by an inspired Italy side that refused to back down. With a spot in the Super 8s on the line, the Three Lions were staring at a potential disaster before a record-breaking blitz and some nerves of steel saved their tournament. From the fastest half-century in English World Cup history to a spirited Italian chase that made the world champions sweat, this was T20 cricket at its most chaotic and captivating. The drama began the moment England captain Harry Brook won the toss and chose to bat first on a true Kolkata surface. The plan was simple: post a massive total and intimidate the associate nation. However, the reality was far more complicated. Jos Buttler, the talismanic opener, continued his frustrating run of form, miscuing a shot to mid-off for the second time in 3 days. While Phil Salt tried to inject momentum with a quick-fire 28 off just 15 balls, the English top order simply couldn't find their rhythm. Jacob Bethel and Tom Banton both got starts, scoring 23 and 30 respectively, but they fell victim to the extra bounce and disciplined spin from Italy. When Harry Brook edged JJ Smuts behind after a brief flurry, England were left reeling at 105 for 5 in the 13th over. The atmosphere at Eden Gardens shifted from expectation to genuine concern. Was an upset brewing? Enter Will Jacks. Entering at number 7, a role he has been perfecting since last summer, Jacks took the game by the scruff of the neck. With England's innings stuttering, he provided a late-game surge that was nothing short of historic. He started cautiously but ignited after a misfield by Chris Honkalyugamage, launching consecutive sixes off Ben Manenti. From there, it was carnage. Will Jacks hammered his way to an unbeaten 53 off just 22 deliveries, hitting 4 massive sixes and 3 boundaries. In doing so, he smashed the fastest ever T20 World Cup half-century for England, reaching the milestone in just 21 balls and eclipsing Owen Morgan's long-standing record. Supported by vital cameos from Sam Curran and Jamie Overton, England thrashed 78 runs in the final 5 overs to reach a formidable 202 for 7. For the first time in nearly a decade, the Three Lions breached the 200-run mark in a World Cup match, but even that didn't feel safe for long. Italy's pursuit of 203 began in disastrous fashion. Jofra Archer's opening burst was a masterclass in pace, leaving the Italians shell-shocked at 1 for 2 and later 22 for 3. It looked like a routine victory was on the cards for England, especially after Jos Buttler pulled off a stunning one-handed catch at full stretch to dismiss Harry Manenti. But the Azzurri had other plans. Australian-born all-rounder Ben Manenti launched one of the most audacious counter-attacks of the tournament. He didn't just survive, he dominated, racing to 60 off just 25 balls. Ben Manenti took a particular liking to the bowling of Will Jacks, hammering 21 runs in a single over. Alongside Justin Mosca, who played a steady 43, they put on a 92-run partnership that turned the match on its head. Suddenly, the required rate was within reach, and the England fielders were visibly tense as the ball flew into the Kolkata stands time and again. This match is proving that there are no easy games in a 20-team World Cup. Italy's bravery has certainly won them a lot of new fans today. If you are enjoying this deep dive into the T20 World Cup action, make sure to hit that subscribe button and join our community here at Sports Review. We want to hear from you in the comments. Did England get lucky today, or is their lower order depth simply too good? Let us know your thoughts below. The tension reached a fever pitch in the final stages. Even after Will Jacks got his revenge by dismissing Ben Manenti, and Adil Rashid removed Justin Mosca, Italy refused to surrender. Grant Stewart took over the mantle, blasting 45 off 23 balls. He targeted the English seamers and even took Adil Rashid for consecutive sixes in a 21-run over that left Italy needing 30 from the final 12 balls. The upset was a genuine possibility. However, this is where England's experience in high-pressure situations shone through. Sam Curran, repeating his death bowling heroics from earlier in the tournament, held his nerve beautifully. He removed the dangerous Grant Stewart in the 19th over, ending the game as a contest. Jamie Overton then clinically closed the door, picking up 2 wickets in the final over to finish with figures of 3 for 18. Italy were eventually bowled out for 178 on the final ball, falling 24 runs short of what would have been a historic victory. This 24-run win is massive for England as it officially secures their qualification for the Super 8s in Sri Lanka. They join the West Indies as the 2 teams progressing from Group C. However, the performance raises serious questions. While the lower order, led by player of the match Will Jacks, is firing, the top order struggles of Jos Buttler and Phil Salt are a major concern. England were indebted to Will Jacks' record-breaking knock and the clinical death bowling of Sam Curran and Jamie Overton. On the other hand, Italy departs the tournament with their heads held high. The power hitting of Ben Manenti and Grant Stewart, who combined for 11 sixes, proved that associate nations are closing the gap. England have the firepower to win a 3rd title, but as this match proved, they cannot afford to peak too late or take any opponent lightly. It was a night of records, near misses, and pure T20 adrenaline at the Eden Gardens. England survives to fight another day, but the road to the trophy only gets tougher from here. They head to Sri Lanka with momentum, yet they know they must find consistency if they want to make history. Italy pushed the champions to the edge, but in the end, the 3 Lions had just enough in the tank. One thing is certain, the 2026 T20 World Cup is just getting started. Can England fix their top order woes before the Super 8s begin?